It's Wednesday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Mariah Afolabi Braiza, live audience show. Hello there, guys. How are you? Woo, 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 woo. And YK in the building. Yo. Let me dance. Come on. Hey. YK, how are you doing? I said today's banter is about you. How was Omugo?
How it was fun. I miss my grandson. I miss him.
Oh, how sweet.
My daughter FaceTimes me every day, so I get to see him. But it's not like touching. It's not like carrying.
We can imagine. He's so big. I saw the picture this morning.
He's so big. I even tried to send one with Bolaji of me putting him to Bolaji on my back, but I think I forgot.
But how is it? Does he cry? Does he sleep through the night?
He's very good, though. He sleeps through the night. Just yesterday, she said, because it's very hot in England at the moment.
Look at him. Oh, look at how chubby that baby is. Oh, my Lord. That's an Oyinbo baby.
I'm telling you.
Oh, God. So he's on exclusive?
Exclusive.
Oh, fantastic.
Exclusive is now 7 kilos.
Wow.
It's 2 months today.
Oh, fantastic.
And he's 7 kilos.
Look at that. Oh, my God, that's a chubby baby.
He's thinking of his life.
He's thinking of chubby baby. Oh, wow, fantastic. Good to have you back,
He has man breasts.
So how was Macron? You saw Macron. Yahoo Macron.
Hey! He gave me a presidential wink.
Oh my God.
Not eye for me like this.
Mikey.
Excuse me.
We know he
his
likes-
wife. You know his wife is 65 years old.
We are his specs.
Eh?
Old people, we are his specs. What are you saying?
Mikey.
He's married now. I need to have partner, but it's not Aisha.
So how did you guys?
My cousin and I were saying, well, we are his specs so that my partner will understand.
That's fantastic. Good to have you back, Mikey.
But it was, you know, the thing is, the people I saw in Shrine that day, their 2 left legs has never reached Shrine before. I was looking at them, so because of presidential visit, you're all coming to Shrine now.
Oh, yes,
all those big boys and big girls, they were out there live and direct. I said, oh, you can sit on number 1 iron chair in Shrine.
It pains me that the proper Shrine people were not even there.
You don't trust Shrine people. They forced their way inside.
You see?
They forced their way inside. Well, Nigerian security, they say, okay, your name is there, okay, go inside.
It was fun.
The French people were complaining that people that don't have IVs there inside. I say, hey, you didn't know.
Interestingly, one of the cameramen and one of our EPs was trying to get a ticket to get inside the shrine to see Macron. And I said, the DSS, they're very, very strict. Your name is not in the list. Okay, madam, this is Nigeria. I will enter. I said, no, it's very, very, they're very, very, the Trace TV guys are in charge, the France, He didn't look at me and say, auntie, don't worry.
I'll find my way.
1 hour later, I just saw the guy inside. How did you enter this place? So, all that
Tolu, I said, I can't get IV for you. He said, Emma, worry. I saw him. I said, Tolu, you enter. You say, this is Nigeria. But Macron was very friendly. He was shaking everybody.
Good to have you back, YK.
It's good to be back.
We missed you on the show.
5 minutes yet.
5 minutes. Jumoke, how are you doing? Let me
I'm
quickly.
amazing. I'm very grateful. The patch of road I've been complaining about was patched with sand. So whoever did that, thank you.
Fantastic.
At least it reduced the traffic today.
How are you doing, Obayajulu?
I'm doing amazing and grateful. My help is finished WAEC and she's having her party today.
Congratulations.
I'm going to act as the mother of the
Because
day
I've been watching the show. I hear you have been cooking for all of them. I'm back. You must cook for me too.
I'll take care of you, don't worry.
For me, I like food, in fact.
I'm speaking at a primary school today. I'm Ville in Ilupeju. And they're primary school students going to grade, and it's so kind of weird. Like, what am I supposed to say to kids?
Come down to their level.
I'm like, really, my speech, I have to rewrite and rewrite. Okay, how do I connect with small children? Like, why am I giving them a speech in the first place? But it's going to be exciting.
Throw the speech away and just speak from your mind, because you are better at speaking from, direct. From the heart.
Connect.
Kids.
That's why our president doesn't connect with us now. It's always rigid.
Go there. You've started.
It's
You
always
just got
rigid.
back. Why can't you just got back? Take it easy.
Calm down.
Let's go on a break.
You just got back.
You just got back.
From the UK.
Let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll breeze through the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with the punch very quickly. Plateau massacre suspects must be tried in justice. Go on. NSCDC, ... arrest man who raped daughter for 3 years. Police nab housewife for pouring hot water on her maid. 2019, more parties to join alliance soon, say Secondus. Buhari supporters clash over souvenirs at Abuja rally. Debt, FG may cut power supply to Republic of Benin, Niger and Togo. Tambua blames killings on leadership failure. Let's go to the human interest story. This
And
one
I
has
have both of them.
Yes.
The lady in Port Harcourt actually shared her maid usually sleeps on the floor, and she had caught the maid who slept off on the couch after doing her chores. And in anger, how can you be sleeping on my chair? Poured scalding hot water on the lady, scalding the entire front and I think back, because I saw a picture of the young girl, but she has been arrested for doing that. We need to name names. Christiana Eze, that's the name of the lady.
It was really sad because the woman, according to the story, woke up at night to boil water for her baby. So she had boiled the water, poured in the flask, and then went through the living room, noticed that her household was sleeping on the couch.
On the couch,
and then poured the hot water on her. I mean,
can you imagine?
13-year-old girl.
Why shouldn't she sleep on the couch or get her a mattress?
Is it not my maid I'm sending to school right now?
Yeah,
she was sending this one to school.
She's 13. That's illegal.
It's illegal.
13.
She's a minor. You're not supposed to have a little kid.
Mine is 18 already.
What's the other
Okay,
story?
so I wanted to take his name also is Adebisi Akinola. The Ondo State Command of the NSCDC arrested him for raping his daughter continuously for 3 years. This started when she was 15. When she couldn't take it anymore, she went to report to the NSCDC. Guess what Akinola said? He said he was a devil. But he confessed. The NSCDC said he'll be prosecuted once their investigations are completed.
We get the stories a lot. It's almost getting tiring.
Yeah,
so what we need to do is the next phase. What do we do to these people who've been caught?
I think that they need to start cutting off their thing. You know why I mentioned? Because the NSCDC was saying that parents who do things like this should desist from it. We hear it every day. They are not desisting.
Exactly. So something must be done. Either castrating.
You know why the men didn't want to clap? You know why the men didn't want to clap? They all say, my thing.
Okay, let's move on to Vanguard. Gang up by parties can't stop Buhari, says APC. FG to shut down 3rd Mainland Bridge for repairs. Images of underage voting in Kano faked, says INEC. Senate invasion. Reps recommend Omo Agege for 180 days legislative suspension. 7 lawyers banned, 12 suspected for professional misconduct. All right, so this 3rd Mainland Bridge.
Yes, so they are about to shut it down for repairs.
Dates.
And it's supposed to start 29th of July, according to the article.
Yeah.
But they are going to have a meeting. They are not sure yet. So they are having a meeting today with stakeholders to ensure how they can divert traffic while it's being shut down. And they are also saying that at least they will know after the meeting, they will know when it's going to be shut down. So I think
they should consider me. You know me, 2.5 months I'm in town.
They gave us a date too, that Thursday by midnight, they're shutting down for a few days to conduct tests.
Which Thursday?
This Thursday, tomorrow.
Oh, Lojigbo.
To conduct tests first.
But you remember when during Flash last time, they had shut down the 3rd Mainland Bridge, and there was
that was for 3 months, and
there
there
was
were diversions.
Yeah, so.
And the traffic was crazy.
At that time,
And
we still had use of the Ikorodu Road Bridge. Now we don't even have use of that one.
Because now the trailers have filled. I say, look, me, they should consider my own matter. 2.5 months I've been away.
Let's just
I have to be going to VI. I have to go to Lekki.
Before Thursday.
Don't worry, we'll be surviving. You survive. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Can we go on national holiday? Governor Ambody, let's just take holiday in Lagos State.
Why? Because of
Let's move on to the nation. APC, 20 others join forces to tackle anti-Buhari coalition. Buhari, Oshomole, Tinubu governors, ministers seek vote for Fayemi. Ex-Ondo deputy governor's girl. I reported suspect to police, says dad. Presidents were tackling killings. Did you guys watch the rally yesterday?
Yes, I did.
I did.
I did.
And I mean, I don't want to ask your view. I don't want to ask your views, Mujumoke. I don't care about your views.
You don't even want to ask our views.
I don't want. Okay, let me say my own view. Okay, maybe not, but generally, did you guys watch the rally? Let me throw it to the audience. What were your general views? Okay, do we have a mic there? I don't think the microphone is with you. They Mike.
Morayo, ask us. Let me represent the people.
Don't. Let's not go. Let's just move on.
No,
Nigerian trip. YK, let me. Can I risk YK's views? Okay, go ahead.
I said that's why our president cannot connect it, because he was reading, and what I didn't understand, their own was they were just abusing PDP, and I was wondering,
What are you going to do?
Don't abuse PDP. Just face the issues. Face the issues and go. That's what we want to hear.
But that's their
If you heard the president's speech, he did identify all the work
What
that
they've
were done,
done.
at least what APC had done.
When?
During Fayemi's time.
In
And
comparison
in
to
comparison
PDP.
and what he wants to do. He did mention, he didn't listen to the speech. I listened to the speech. Let's move on to Nigerian
That's
Tribune.
why I say he didn't connect, because he was reading.
Me, I connected. I heard
He
that
should have been, at least when Fayemi talked, Fayemi was...
You're literate.
Even Oshimole was talking...
Did you hear Minister Ngige?
I didn't hear
Nigerian
that one.
Tribune, please. Let's move on. Senate to debate Executive Order 6 to summon AGF. Farmers Miyetti Allah meet in Ibadan. Farmers Miyetti Allah meet in Ibadan. Reach agreement. Coalition can't stop Buhari in 2019, says APC. El Zakzaki's trial holds today. Police ban procession. National Assembly recommends prosecution of Omar Agege, 6 others. Let's talk about the Miyetti Allah farmers. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so they had a meeting yesterday in Ibadan on how to have a peaceful coexistence between the farmers and the herders, especially in the southwest.
Right.
They also said they wanted to have a database for herders and the farmers, so that they can have identification of everyone. You are properly identified.
Right.
You probably have like an ID card. And the Miyetti, other people are saying that they will adhere to all the things they've reached.
Okay, great.
So we just
we're
hope
seeing some
that,
kind of
yeah.
progress on that end. Let's move on now to
Amen.
New Telegraph. I am not losing sleep over parties coalition, says Buhari. I'll reveal graft cases in APC government, says Atiku. Babies fed solid food earlier than 6 months sleep better.
Yes.
Hijab-wearing lady
Let me
and
tell my daughter.
1,500 others candidates called to bar. Bank shut over police redeployment to Ekiti. This is an interesting topical story. The banks in Ondo.
Let me tell you what happened now. So in Ado Ekiti, actually,
Yes.
because of the APC rally and the elections happening on Saturday, they had gathered all the policemen in Ekiti and Ondo.
Yes, they said
So you
Akoko
saw
area of Ondo North. Yes.
So the banks in Ondo shut down because their police security men, the ones who have guns, had been called to Ekiti. They now said, we cannot risk it to open our doors.
Because they remember back in 2015 that happened,
Also,
they got robbed.
Also, the Ekiti robbery recently.
Yes.
So when you now have banks open without policemen,
The place
I
was
remember
just out there,
YK,
ATM machines.
30,000 police have been deployed to Ekiti.
I heard.
19,000 NSDC
I heard.
officers also.
And army too, all
I
of
heard
them.
that they were
So
abusing
we
them
are
on
going to protect the rest of us.
because
I will
because they
now
were
talk
saying
about the headline in Daily Sun
Okay,
because of this.
Okay,
I want to leave the story.
let's talk about the hijab lady. Remember last year there was a controversy over the young lady who wanted to graduate from law school, and she was delayed because of all the hula baloo over should she wear the hijab or not. But anyway, this time around she wore the hijab, but it was underneath her cap. Before it would, according to the story, last year I think she had it over the cap, but now she's graduated, which is great. So I'm happy that has moved on.
please, who read the one about 6 months? You know I'm a grandmother now. The 6 months.
You start giving your baby
Story, but I have the
Eba.
experience,
Go ahead,
yeah.
go ahead, tell us.
Okay, my experience is when they start eating solid food. You know that when you give what do you call it, exclusive,
Right.
it's very light. It's watery. It's like water and glucose. If you've tasted breast milk, so it doesn't hold them for long. And your baby, your grandson is big. I have big children as well. But when they start eating solid early, they are relaxed. They sleep better. It works
But
for my
what
3
age can they?
children.
Because my daughter
Solid
wants to
has
wait till 6
definition.
months.
There's
depends,
eba,
it
there's
depends-
rice,
it
there's
depends
bread.
on what they want to eat. My kids start eating Indomie from 3 months. They don't want that breast milk. They want food.
Unfortunately, we have to run off. We don't have any more time to
You
get
did not
papers.
take the bloodbath in Taraba. 50 people killed.
Yes, very quickly, Jumoke, go ahead.
So overnight on Monday in Taraba and another state, there were 2 states actually, Adamawa and Taraba states.
Yes.
Fulani headsmen, because the farmers this time said they were Fulani, they were shooting at us, we ran across the river, they chased after us, 50 of them were killed. I wanted to link it to 50,000 officials have gone to Ekiti for election, leaving the rest of us porous across the country.
Yeah.
But 50 people killed again.
Our president said that it is unfair to tell him that it is because their Fulani is not doing anything. That he's doing something and he's going to surprise all of you.
On that note, we end Front Page Review. When we come back, join us on the show. We have representatives from VConnect. Then later, we're going to discuss dangers of using unbranded oil. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All of you.
Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So have you ever tried to get an electrician, a plumber, or even a washing machine technician? If you're a service provider, have you had difficulty in reaching your customers? Well, look no further. VConnect is here to the rescue. We have with us the founder, CEO of VConnect Global Service Limited, Mr. Dipankar Rustagi, and the Executive Director, Media Investments, Media Reach, OMD, Mr. Yinka Adebayo. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Great to have you.
So, we've been hearing about VConnect for a while. It's been in Nigeria for a while, and we're thinking to ourselves, like, okay, many people out there don't appreciate the value VConnect provides. Could you tell us exactly what the platform VConnect provides to service providers and even those seeking for technicians and all that?
Sure. Thanks a lot for having us here. VConnect is a platform that enables users to find a reliable service professional conveniently. So in today's life, when we work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., when you're busy in the office and your wife calls you and tells you about, hey, there's a leakage in the house, you really don't know where to go. You really don't know who to contact. And yes, and you really can't trust the person. You don't know what kind of leakage it is. So we try and connect the people who have needs for getting their projects done and the quality service professionals conveniently online. And in this process, we create opportunity for thousands of service professionals out there to try and grow their business and conveniently reach out to new customers at the
interestingly, one of my colleagues in the office was trying to look for someone to help him to fix his washing machine. And he didn't find anybody, so he went to VConnect. And when he called VConnect, they sent him a technician. Guess what? He happened to be another colleague in the office, like it's his weekend job. So that was like so it's like you can actually have your regular job and still have like a weekend job where you're connected to VConnect, and then you can actually do makeup stuff. And
can I ask you this question? How do you ensure that the professional is professional? Because you know some plumbers like this, when you tell them to repair your tap, your toilet will start leaking.
I totally understand that problem and relate to that problem. I've lived here for 23 years. So sometimes when you call a plumber, he doesn't solve your problem, he gives you a new problem. Right? So in that case, what we have done is we have put 3 stringent steps. Number 1, we verified the identity of the people, so it doesn't happen that he comes and gives you another problem to worry about. We take a check on the past customers, so like a reference check. They give us randomly 10 of their customers. We call them and verify if the quality of job done by this person was the right quality. This way we can actually proceed forward. The third one is we take their bank account. So if they fail to deliver or they collect money and are absconding, we can report them back to the credit bureaus.
Beautiful. I clap for you. I think I will start using VConnect now.
Let me add to that. Recently, we had a session where we had the 2018 Business Summit, where about 40 businesses on VConnect platform were actually certified. Certified because they've been found to be credible, they've been found to be extremely professional, and they've discovered that they've added value. So we give them the VConnect emblem of trust, and that was done.
So
I need to take your connect. I need to take your connect.
Stumbled on VConnect on Google because I needed a spa, I wanted a massage, and I just typed it into Google and VConnect popped up. And then I went in and requested. They attended to me. I was impressed with this customer service. They kept following up till I got the person, got the massage the masseuse actually come do the massage for me, and they kept following up and all of that. So it's really, really impressive. Now, my question is, how do you get, as a professional, how do you get registered on your platform?
Okay, service provider.
VConnect, yes, service provider.
Well, there are basically 3 stages. All you need to do is just to log on to the market.vconnect.com, and there are processes that you need to follow. We require some information from you. All those information are given to us. Then, of course, we go back to verify. And when they are confirmed and certified, okay, then, of course, what you need to have is just to deposit some amount, just like about 2,000 into your wallet. Because each time we give you lead, on daily basis, we stand the chance of getting about 5 to 6 leads. So it's not for you to decide, somebody needs a plumber or needs a spa in Lekki, and you are in Surulere, you determine whether you want to take it up. Any of the lead you take, that's when you pay a token to VConnect for giving you that lead. And it's expected that you follow it through to deliver the value.
Do you do rappers? She's a rapper.
Fantastic use of technology. So if my local plumber would have charged me 1,000 naira for just fixing a bad pipe, now if I go on VConnect, is it more expensive? How affordable are the service providers just because they are on your platform?
Certainly not, because the whole essence of it, the VConnect provides you the link. It's more like a convergence point where you that need the service, you are meeting with somebody who provides the service, and you have the opportunity of negotiation. You can actually negotiate and get the best deal.
So how do you make money from providing, the link?
Like I hinted you,
They pay
once you take
now.
up the lead to say, guy, I've actually discussed with this guy, this person who needs the services, and we are aligned. Once you take up that lead, then you pay a token to VConnect, and that's what we
So
get.
what if they don't tell you? What if they just do
Mago.
and just take up the
That
lead?
possibility does not exist. So what happens on the platform is, as soon as an inquiry comes, it is sent, it is matched with the professionals and sent to the professionals who qualify to serve this job. It is there on your dashboard. You have an accept and a skip button. You have money in your wallet if you accept to see the contact details. So you're going to see all the details. This plumber, this is the requirement, this is the area where the job is to be done, this is the time the person is requesting. All the details of the job will be visible. Once you press accept, that 300 naira, that 500 naira will be deducted from your wallet. So this way it is made simple for you to interact with that person. There's a chat. Sorry.
And you recall what she said about the follow through.
Yes.
We not only link you up, we make sure that we follow through to
I
the
think
point
I have
that
a
you are
question from the
satisfied,
audience. Let me
you are
take one
happy,
question
and you are
from the audience,
satisfied.
because I know people, I know that I had talked to Mr. Yinka Adebayo to hopefully give you guys some incentives. Possibly you'll be able to register for free if you're a service provider here. Hopefully. So if you're a service, we'll get your details and we'll send it to them, and then hopefully they can get you on. But let's take one question from the audience. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, sir. Is there a platform for an artist and beside a social media associate?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of young people are obviously going into entertainment industry. So they're saying that if somebody is looking for an artist for a party, an event, can that platform also serve that purpose?
Interestingly, I think that aspect happens to be one of the most required services on our platform. Whether you are MC, you are DJ, you could be shocked. In fact, it's instructive to know that recently, before the World Cup, we are amazed to discover that most of the people who came on our platform were actually making inquiries about they're having difficulty in connection with the connection and reception quality for their cable platform, and because they wanted to watch the World Cup. And lo and behold, you'll agree with me that most of our paid platform service providers, they have technicians in their stuff who are sitting, waiting that there's no business. Meanwhile, 1,001 people out there could not pay up their subscription because they have connection problem. And you can imagine the number, the range will be having.
Somebody was saying that they wanted to go to a party, and they used VConnect to get a makeup artist, and they gave them 5 options. They had to now choose the one. So they kept going.
My question, Mariah, right after that, so once I know Obiajulu via VConnect, I don't need you no more. I can just be calling her directly. Is that cool with you?
So the next thing there is, now today she is not available, or tomorrow she takes your money and she's not reverting back to you in time.
Yeah, it's not
That
me.
is the problem where, no.
I like that.
That is the problem that we are trying to solve. It's not just creating a connection, but it's also trying to bridge that deficit of trust that exists in the economy today. Today we give money to somebody, we have this fear. Will the person show up tomorrow morning? That's the fear that we try to
And I like
bridge.
the certification part, because the truth is that people are just technicians, plumbers, washing machine repairers, but we don't know if they're certified. Somebody comes. The other day, I was looking for a plumber. Nima got me somebody from her area, all the way in where she's coming. The guy came in, fixed the problem. The next day, something was still leaking, and I was like, okay, come back. He was like, it's too far, you can't come back. And I was in a fix. Till now, it hasn't been fixed. So the expertise. So I like the fact VConnect can actually certify that this person knows the job.
So that's what we have built, a skill set matrix. Because when we talk about plumbers, all of you have spoken about plumbers, there are 5 types of plumbers. doing different jobs. But if you ask a plumber today, can you do this? He
He'll
never
say
says
yes.
no. He always says yes. Let me try.
Let's take a few tweets.
There's a question on Twitter. Ademola Alalade says, please ask your guests, are they only in Lagos or do they provide services in other parts of the country?
So, and that's it for now. We're only in Lagos, but efforts are on to ensure that we get to key commercial centers like Port Harcourt and Abuja. But I dare say, in this era of technology, there's no limitation of location. There are some services you provide that you don't even need to see the person and you get paid. If take, for instance, you're a web designer and you are located in Sokoto and somebody in Lagos needs your service, all you need to do is that can provide your design you send to that person is okay and pays you.
Fantastic.
So we need to take advantage of technology. It's actually at our
So
disposal.
on an average, how many customers can a professional get?
Okay, so between 6 to 7 customers is what a professional on an average gets on our platform on a weekly basis.
Wow, fantastic.
Beautiful.
So we have to round
Yomi, your
up.
dad says V-Connect, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Well done,
you.
Vconnect. So,
Thanks a lot.
to our audience, Vconnect has said that if you're a service provider, if you have a service you provide, let us know. We'll get your names, your contacts, and they'll get you registered for free. Thank you very much for coming. So we're going to go on a break. When we come back, using unbranded oil. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. The Nigerians, according to reports, are buying and consuming more quantities of the unhealthiest form of unbranded vegetable oil. Studies show that over the years, about 200,000 Nigerians have been dying yearly from various forms and levels of food poisoning and unhealthy cooking oil. Joining us on the show is a registered dietitian and nutritionist, Ms. Uchechi Umechi. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Great to have you.
So before we have this conversation, we have a vox pop of those who went out to ask them about using unbranded oil. Watch this.
No, I don't use unbranded oil.
So why don't you use unbranded oil?
Because I have specific brands that I use, and I just believe in those brands. I wouldn't want to try an oil that doesn't have the brand name on it because I don't trust the company, or I don't even know what company it's from. So yeah, that's why.
There was this health issue that propped up my family, so we did research, and then doctors told us that it was not good, and since then we stopped permanently.
Okay, so do you know any side effects of using unbranded oil?
Cholesterol. The cholesterol leads to one thing like sickness, so high blood pressure and all of that.
Thanks for staying with us. Now, unbranded oil. Recently, my mother-in-law and I were in the car together, and we stopped to buy oil. Okay. And she was insisting on the unbranded oil. I said, Mommy, let's buy this brand. What's your? She wanted the one that they poured in the bottle. I said, if the price is the issue, I'll pay for it. No, she just felt that she believed more in that one that was unbranded. Okay, original and and I said, Mommy, it's not. This is the branded one. But she was insisting. So when this campaign started, I now realized that there are people actually that believe and trust those ones they pour in nylon bags and bottles. In your experience as a nutritionist, why should we stop using all those untrusted and unbranded oils?
Okay, yeah. Unbranded oil, like we just watched the clip now, they can predispose individuals to too much intake of saturated fatty acids and trans fats, which will in turn make individuals contract diseases like high blood pressure, clogged arteries. You know, when the arteries are clogged, they can make you have blood pressure problems, cardiovascular diseases. And this is because most of these unbranded oil, they are not regulated. You know, they are being smuggled in one way or the other into the country.
Right.
And then the means of handling them, you have contaminants that could find their way into these oils, like chemicals that may not be safe for consumption. And then you notice that most times these unbranded oil are poured in bottles that most times you don't even know where they get these bottles from, sometimes from gutters. Are you sure of the cleaning process? Have they been well cleaned? So in these processes, contaminants can get into those oils and in the process.
Can I ask you, because you're talking about unbranded oil, and I remember growing up as a child, it was only unbranded oil I saw. And you would go to the kidney and it was groundnut oil, mostly it was groundnut oil, and they use that thing to sell it, that's funnel,
Yeah.
to sell it. You buy, if you want 50 naira own, you get 50 naira. If you want half bottle, full bottle. Yeah. So, and well, I'm still here.
You don't have cholesterol problem.
I don't have cholesterol.
Yes, but you're correct. The effect of these things over time, it will show over time. It's not as if it's something that would happen. Yes, you will say, yes, our mothers in those days, they've been taking it. What happened to them? But the effect comes over time. And then let me tell you something, that the processing of these oils to have effects on them, because you don't know the type of processes they use. The nutrients, like the antioxidants that you find in oil, they are depleted. When the antioxidants are supposed to protect the body, yes, oils are good. Oils are perfect. They must be contained in our diet.
So,
because they have beneficial values for us. So the processing of these kind of unbranded oils will affect those nutrients that we have in them, the antioxidant properties, the trans fats that are in them. So over time...
What's trans fats?
is the oily oil that has cholesterol, that when it enters inside your artery, it clogs the artery and the blood cannot flow again. That's trans fat.
The bad side of oil, yes. Like the constant intake of such oil.
Only question
Well,
people are asking.
I
Yes, go ahead.
to say that, you know, we like good things. Nobody will walk into a store or a shop, a supermarket, and see something fantastic, looking good and beautiful, and will not want to buy. But sometimes we don't have money, you know. A lot of people
You just said of Morayo's mother-in-law. She wanted the unbranded one.
A lot of people are below minimum wage. Now, these unbranded oils are cheap.
Yes.
You can buy 15 naira oil for your jollof rice, 150 naira oil. But with the branded oil, we see that they have... They're packaged and they're more expensive. So how do you explain to someone who doesn't even have enough money to feed that this oil is better for you?
Now, we should look at the future, not just the immediate gain or benefit.
Right.
Yeah? Look at the future. If it will take you just a little margin to get something good for yourself or for your body, or what will make you healthier, why don't you go for it?
Right.
This life is just once. And you know what we say, the system, the computer, it's garbage in, garbage out. Yeah?
And interesting, interesting. I actually noticed that most of these oils now have the 15 naira packs.
Oh, really?
So they've rebranded. I've seen a lot of them have, they protect a lot of 50
packs.
affordable packs. Yeah, because that's a really valid point, because people, it's cheaper, it's accessible, it's faster, because you just want to really fry small plantain. I've seen them fry small plantain. You're not going to buy a branded oil. So those 15 naira ones are actually now, most brands are now using it.
I wanted to happen two things, which is processing. We had the dermatologist once say that palm oil is very good. It's the process of bleaching it that makes it dangerous. So if you do not know how your unbranded oil is processed, it becomes a dangerous commodity that you're taking in. Plus, we also had a nutritionist once who was saying that oils are even bad. She showed how if you take cold water with oil, it becomes inside your system to even run away from them. So if you have branded oil that has taken care of that process, for instance, it's groundnut oil, we have made sure that when you fry with just 1 spoon or 2 spoons, it doesn't coagulate in your system, is best. But how do we even get unbranded oil in the markets in the first instance? Are you the right person to ask?
No, let me ask another question in addition to that. How do you even select the right oil? Because we see all these cholesterol-free, soya bean free, also many things are selling gimmicks. Which ones should we pick?
And which, because they said there are some bad vegetable oils. Yes. Which ones are the good vegetable oils?
Yes, when you go to purchase your vegetable oils, especially branded oil now, we've all agreed now that the branded oils are better. Because they have been, the nutrients there you can see. At the back side of most of your packaged food, you see where we have something like nutrition, fats.
Yes.
So here you have all the nutrients contained in such products. Now you may be in a fix. Okay, I've gotten into a supermarket. I have 2 or 3 branded oil, right? And I have to choose which one is
Best.
best.
Right.
So you look at the fat content. Try to choose the one that has lesser fat content.
Okay.
You try to pick the one that have lesser sodium content.
Okay.
Because that helps you to, go away from contracting things like hypertension, cardiovascular problems, and all that. Okay. Also, you look at sugar. You choose the one that is also low. Now, some packaged food still go ahead to divide their fats. We have the saturated fats, we have the unsaturated fats. Now, studies have shown that when you take too much saturated fats, it predisposes individuals to contracting cardiovascular diseases, high blood pressure, which is a link to major heart problems. So you look for the one that is lower in saturated fats and higher in unsaturated fats. Now, some of the products show just the saturated fat content. So what do? You have the total fat content, you have the saturated fat, you just do your plus and minus.
You have to be able
and
to
you
read
get
them.
And you get your unsaturated fat content.
But the one that they'll just blast no cholesterol, is that good? They say no cholesterol. that's what we see.
You have to be able to read.
Actually, oils will have cholesterol. Our bodies, our bodies synthesize cholesterol. Okay. So the campaign actually is do not ask for more. Okay. Your body already has this cholesterol. So why do you want to look for excessive cholesterol?
Come back. Okay, let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll take some questions from our audience. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Okay, thanks for staying with us. Before I jump to the audience, I wanted to ask you, what's the difference between groundnut oil, vegetable oil, soy oil? What exactly?
Canola oil.
Canola oil.
Olive oil.
I mean, they're all just...
Avocado oil.
They're like... So, when you see groundnut oil, vegetable oil, what exactly is the difference?
Okay, now, we have two types of oil, basically. Oils from animals and oils from vegetables or from plants, based on plants. So, if you call it vegetable oil, you're good. You call it soy oil, you're good. They are all from plants, and they are all classed as vegetable oil. Yeah.
So those ones are better than...
Which particular one is from the animal? Which particular oil?
Oil from the meat. Your meat also has some fats from them. So, and they are
but they don't sell those ones.
So groundnut oil is also animal. So it's also vegetable.
Groundnut oil is from plants. It's vegetable oil. They are all vegetable.
I wanted to ask, as a nutritionist, what advice would you give on, a lot of people are going through high blood pressure, having this cholesterol issue. There was a time my husband had major cholesterol issues. Even my parents-in-law, they had to avoid oil totally. So what advice do you give them on the kinds of oil to use and how the quantity?
Okay. Yeah. To prevent cardiovascular diseases, first and foremost, you think about the fats that you want to take. Reduce your fat content, your fat intake. How do you do that? First and foremost, try to use better cooking methods.
Okay.
Or change your cooking methods. Instead of frying, you could boil, you could grill, you could steam. And then even with grilling, some people after grilling their stuff, they still come back to rub some oil, base it with oil again. You don't need all that.
Very sweet.
Thank you. Because I went through a culture shock when I got to England. In my daughter's house, no oil.
Now in both she married now.
You know, I'm from Nigeria. We need oil.
But
we need oil. Right. Oils are very, very important for daily living. Right. Because they have beneficial benefits that your body will usually get.
Let me rush to our audience for it because we're running out. Let me take one question. Go ahead, please.
Yes, this is Nigeria actually. Should we believe the nutritional facts written on this unbranded oil as true? Should we take them as true? Going by the very many means that people want you to make money in Nigeria.
Okay. So those people, you're telling us to read up on this oil. Can we believe what they're saying?
Yeah. To a very great extent. there are so many trusted brands.
Right.
There are so many trusted brands around us. So the power you have is to read those nutrition facts, and when you read them, you make do with the information that you have gotten.
Because what he's saying is that there are many ologies that will just lie on the back.
Right.
There is this thing inside and there is nothing.
Yes.
So and you also have regulatory bodies,
yes,
you
like
know,
NAFDAC.
on food like NAFDAC, like SON. So most of these, before they put these nutrition facts, it must have gone through so much process.
May we not
and
meet,
then NAFDAC would have certified that.
May
it
we
is
not
right.
meet the people
we
that
just
put
pray that they will not
NAFDAC
put NAFDAC number.
by themselves. Okay, Peter.
One more question from the audience. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Okay. You just talked about oil. You said oil is good, and you emphasized it again that oil is good. But another school of thought says it's not good. So which one should we believe then? Because I was concerning fish. I like frying, but when they said oil is not good, I wasn't really happy. Okay. But fine. Another thing you talked about, we should take oil that is low in fats, low in this, calculate unsaturated and saturated. Those that are not very learned may not be able to calculate that. How do they go about it?
Okay. First and foremost, we have the food groups. When you look at the food groups, fat and oil are part of the food groups. And this means that you must consume foods that are with fats in them. The only thing you should have at the back of your head is that you don't overuse your fats. Now, we have calorific values of these macronutrients, the fats, the proteins, the carbohydrates. These are the things that give your body the nutrients that they need. As well as fat is the same quantity of your fat, your proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Fat has a higher calorific content. So if you take excess of it, your body will be looking for trouble. So it's not that you would go off fat totally. Your body needs your fats for different functions, for emulsification, for movement of nutrients in your body. There
is nothing we cook in this Nigeria that doesn't have oil.
So you need your oil. Now, you talked about calculating
saturated and unsaturated.
That was by the way. And then it's better you try to read through now and use your food as your medicine, so that later you don't use your medicine as your food. Now, the addition and subtraction was just by the way. You know, they can write it straight off. You just look at the figures and you're good.
Read and encourage those.
There is something in Nigeria.
Once you use trusted brands, you should be okay.
Sure.
Let me take some tweets.
Before you take the tweet, I beg. Jollof has oil. Fried rice has oil. Dundu has oil. Akara has oil. Beans has oil. There is nothing we cook in this Nigeria
flowing
that doesn't have oil.
Flowing oil.
Go ahead.
So Peter Clever AK says, morning, but some of these manufacturers do lie about those contents. And the more Andrew says, Nigerians are enlightened enough to now use branded oils, as they're even packaged as low as 50 naira now. The challenge is how to regulate the oils that roadside food sellers and caterers use.
Right, so that's part of what we're trying to educate everybody not to use unbranded oil, because yes, if you go and buy dundu, you can't say, Madam, did you use branded or
they
unbranded?
Won't answer you.
So should we stop buying dundu?
No, don't stop buying
your dundu yourself.
Educate the dundu seller. That's always good, and because also know that I'm just saying, know that one last statement. Know that the Yasikiras selling these things, they now have the 15 naira, the smaller ones. So they don't have an excuse of pouring into those plastic bags for you anymore. Instead of buying the ones that they pour into plastic bags, buy the 15 naira branded oils. It's safer.
And another thing is, you know those roadside sellers, they will keep reusing this oil.
Yes. I wanted to ask you that question.
They keep recycling this oil.
See, you can't trust that.
And you cannot trust it. So
because me, I live in the house. I recycle my own oil. When should I throw my oil away? If I fry dodo with the oil today, tomorrow I can fry fish or yam.
Fry yam.
When should I throw it away?
Now, if you men looking at the oil too, you can see that the state it was when you started using it would not be the state it will be when you use the second time.
That oil is black.
So
we have to run off. Unfortunately, that's all we can take on the show, man. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, madam, for coming. Unfortunately, we can't take any more. We've run out of time. We have to say thank you also to Accolade Taste. Guess what? they're giving all of our audience sugar cane juice.
Woo!
Please, accolades it. They brought sugar cane juice for members of our audience. So I hope you've enjoyed the show as much. Thank you for learning. So please don't buy unbranded oil. Look for a trusted brand and purchase those so that tomorrow you won't be using medicine as your food. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.